everybody, welcome to Vicious RV. I'm obviously right up next to the highway today with something that is hard to find. It's about as rare as hen's teeth. A truck camper that may actually fit within the appropriate safe payload capacities of a half-ton pickup. This is the Soaring Eagle series. We're actually going to do a 2-for-1 today. And the thing is, like, normally they just come in that white skin, but we actually struck up a deal with them. We are the exclusive provider of that kind of topographical map-looking full-body sticker wrap package. Now, these things are pretty straightforward. There's not a whole lot to learn about them other than what's just skin deep, but the thing is, something that I was excited to find on these, a lot of times when you get into smaller, lighter, little truck campers like this, they tend to still be stick-built. It feels like they're held together with staples in your imagination. This is an all-welded aluminum cage. It's all like hand-tucked block foam insulated. It's very, very consistent. Like the little bit of cabinetry that's in here, it almost reminds me of like the sealed edge thermal foil countertops, but it's actually like thermal foil cabinets in this. The floors are like a composite resin. It's got that where you are walking, it tends to have that like almost like a toy hauler floor rubberized diamond plate kind of stuff on it. And as a result, with very little exposure to these feel to me fairly rugged and fairly solid. Now we're actually looking at two. There's the 6.5, then the 6.5 XL. The 6.5 is basically just a little dinette, and obviously it weighs less. That dinette can fold down into a sleeper. Then there's the 6.5, which has like dedicated dining and a bed, but the dining can fold into a bed, and then the bed can Sir Mix-a-Lot double up to create an additional sleeping space, depending on what kind of buddy hunting, camping, and how hard you want to stack them up in here. So let's take a look at these and, I don't know, let's see what we get. I'm feeling, since we're doing something different, and I'm gonna see if we can just straight shot this thing all the way through. So normally, that's what they would look like, that white exterior. But again, we did strike a deal up with them here, where we are the exclusive outlet for this topographical map, like full body sticker wrap that you're seeing right here. Now these are small, they're light, they're simple. The idea behind this is just the facts, ma'am. Like, you're probably not spending a whole ton of time inside this thing. And we're going to begin here with the 6.5 series. It is, again, small, lightweight, and this doesn't even have like a full-on dedicated overhead bed. You got a little bit of a shelf storage space there, but something I was happy to see, there's actually some decent lighting in here for no bigger than it is. You got the big XL vent fan in this thing to get some good rainy day airflow going, and you just got blinded by Rainbow Bright right there as the light kind of filtered in a little bit. And this is kind of what I was saying, where you don't really see like woodwork. Now this is, you see what looks like wood tones, but it's not really woodwork. Like, if you look around that, you can see it's not even CNC routed. It's like formed, which is kind of cool. Now, naturally, this dinette can fold down into a sleeper, and I do like how it has those locking legs right there so it doesn't accidentally slip off and fall down. One thing I did discover, though, is I was searching around for those legs, is that cargo goes almost up to the nose. Like, there's actually a battery box is what we're looking at right there. You see the little flip-top hinge? That's where the batteries would go in this thing. If you have cargo all the way up the front of that, you got to basically belly crawl across the floor where you've been walking to try to get to it. Now, not a whole lot else to write home about in this. Like, around the corner here, we've got a couple light switches. We have your solar charge controller on here, you know, some basic like 12-volt USB and power plugs. And around the other side, you've got a whole lot of thin air, you know, so it might be something where this could be an area that you come up with some kind of storage organization. I'd be kind of curious to see how you'd go about that. Now, the little one doesn't have a door, doesn't have a window in the door, although it does apparently have a nice gas strut. Working our way down, let's actually skip all the way down to the end here because I'm feeling froggy, and actually I've got a plan for how I want to do this. Hopping inside the 6.5. Same kind of build, but it is a little bit different layout, or the 6.5 XL. This is the big brother here. Now, right around the corner of this one, you've actually got a little porta potty station with a little lid that can flip down. Oops, didn't mean to drop that so aggressively hard, but there you go. So if you need to, that could be a handy little boot bench right there. Little auto detect converter. Although with the batteries being kind of designed to be internal on this one, I would you know, probably go with lithium on this. This one gives us a little bit of a closet too, which is nice. And if you notice, because we have extra roof space, you're getting 2 fans. Although I do think it was interesting that one looks like, you know, the basic variety, then one's the big fan. But in a little camper like this, just the single little fan's probably going to get the job done very well. Now this dinette's not quite as big, but it doesn't need to because it's not going to be your permanent all-time sleeper right here. And then with a little bit of extra space, they were able to squeeze a microwave into this one. Just a little bit of extra cooker action going on right there, although that's not going to work typically just off battery power. So the thing is, you may have noticed there's 2 mattresses on that overhead bed over there. That's why I've got our 3rd victim set up for the day. This one right here is the same model, this the 6.5 XL, but I've got it in full-on sleeper mode. Holy cow, that was a loud truck. That was a loud truck. You may notice the whole bed base actually slides forward, and it can create a large sleeping space up here. I was actually very surprised, because that's the thing, small truck campers and good sleeping spaces typically, man, they don't seem to jive very well, but that's actually something that this one did reasonably well. Now, something I probably should have led with, but I'm not a truck camper specialist, so the order of operations is kind of coming a little harder to me here, is what size truck can you put one of these on? Well, the 6.5, the little guy, it has an empty base dry weight of 850 pounds plus everything you're going to put into it. Now, people often make the mistake of saying, well, my half ton's rated to tow 10,000, aren't I fine? It's not your tow rating. Since all of this is just going in the bed of your truck, it goes against your payload rating. So if you're not sure what that is, give us a call. We can help you narrow it and find that out. These things, typically, they'll be able to fit in a 5.5 foot, like, short bed if the tailgate's down or removed. Now, if you have a 6.5 foot, I guess it's just called standard bed. That used to be what was called short bed when I was younger. But, you know, times are changing. If you have a 6.5 foot bed with the tailgate up, usually you can get one of these to fit, but sometimes trucks are a little bit finicky like that. Now the 6.5 with the big double bed that slides open, that one weighs naturally a little bit more. You're going to need more payload rating to be able to handle that sucker, but it does have the same base box footprint, where if you have a 5.5 foot bed, if the tailgate's down, you're good. If you have a 6.5 foot bed, most of the time you'll be able to close the tailgate. That's kind of the skinny on these. Now you saw how you can put solar on them if you want. That's not necessarily a standard base piece of equipment here. And the way that I see us kind of organizing these, it looks like we sort of either have like a base model or the cool sticker wrap with the solar package on it. So, if you appreciate the information and get to see something a little bit different today, doing a little extracurricular work for you, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if I've missed anything, again, I'm not really a truck camper specialist. Feel free to call our local teams here, and they can certainly fill in the blanks. I just kind of wanted to try to give you the general idea of what we may have to offer here for you. So until next time, take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.